Sessions and lessons unscripted.
Let's go.
And now your hosts, Joel and Gloria Rosario.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Joel Rosario, here again. What's so funny?
Nothing.
She tells me, let me know. She tells me when she's ready, and I hit record, and then she gives me the weird
I was in the middle of drinking water.
Oh, stealing my water.
Yep.
Anyways, it's Joel again. And across from me here is the smart, lovely, and talented Gloria Rosario, everybody.
Hi.
You sound so enthused.
I am known by. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Here we are once again. Still hot. But we're in the AC, so we're okay.
We're melting.
Yeah, oh my gosh. It's like a dry, humid heat, too. I mean, at least there's a breeze, or, well,
There was.
I mean, there's a warm breeze, but it's at least the air's moving.
It feels like Satan's breath is just. Wow.
The Satan breath or Gloria's breath in the morning.
Or your ass.
What? Anyways, welcome. Thank you for tuning in, the three of you. Appreciate you.
I bet your listenership is down to 1.
Well, it's probably 1 now, yeah, after the hijinks and shenanigans. So today we were just talking about, well, Gloria said that she wanted to do one of those fun 10-question things again. So she scrounged up some questions she wants to ask me, and I don't know if I should be nervous about that or not.
You should. These are very thought-provoking questions.
Thought-provoking questions.
Yes.
So I guess we start.
Yep.
So, 2 of you out there listening, never mind. Go ahead. Let's start with, where did we get these questions? Just random ones you came up with?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have a little fun with this episode then.
Okay. So what's the most significant risk you've ever taken, and was it worth it?
The first thing that comes to my mind is paying for a wedding. Well, paying for a wedding.
You're still paying for the wedding.
Other than that, I mean, I can't really think of anything else. Right? I mean, that kind of sounds horrible that it's a risk, right?
Yeah. What do you mean by that, sir?
Risked financial ruin. That's
Financial
what I mean.
shambles?
Financial shambles. Okay, now you have.
And was it worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it. Like
I like how you didn't answer that part.
No, it was because I've talked about it before. Like one of the main, I mean, because there was a different scenarios we were going through when we were planning the wedding. Like we were just gonna have a backyard wedding, and then
I wanted a Vegas wedding.
we were thinking about that. That was on the table. We thought about maybe just taking a few people with us to Vegas and just getting married and hanging out in Vegas for like a week. And then, what was the other one?
Just eloping.
That was one of them. Just getting married and then be done with it. Like go to City Hall, get the papers, and be done. No, nothing. And then, oh yeah, by the way, we got married. And then we probably get the evil eye from our moms.
Disowned and whatnot.
But no, I mean, in all seriousness, one of the reasons why I wanted to go through with it is because our parents never seen us get married.
Well, I've never been married.
So I kind of wanted to share that with them. And I'm not that we owed it to them, but I thought that would have been, it was nice to include them in our day, right?
Yeah, it was nice.
There was a nice wedding, even though the DJ sucked.
Oh, let's not talk about that again. If you're
Oh
out there,
my
I
God.
hope you burn your. Never mind. I'm gonna
The
just
DJ was
stop.
horrible. And then I can't believe they offered the DJ another party for us, and then we're the last place I would ask.
We're never gonna have another party like that ever.
No, because we're getting married once and that's it. Hey, you're supposed to answer that question, aren't you?
What's the most significant risk I've ever taken, and was it worth it? I think the biggest risk that I've ever taken.
Marrying Joel Rosario.
No, I was actually moving in with you. That was a huge risk because at that time, we didn't know each other that well. I mean, we had.
No, we know each other okay.
Yeah, but not. You can't compare knowing someone for 3 months as opposed to like a year and a half before you decide to move in. It's completely different.
True.
But I think we were so, I guess, in sync with a lot of things that it just didn't really. It wasn't that.
Well, it didn't
deal.
bother me at all. I mean, well, and at the time it was COVID, right? So people had to stay put. So, I mean,
And here we are,
here we are, like
6 years later, 7 years.
something like that.
Oh God,
Time flies when you're having fun.
it does. No, but I think it was worth it. It was just a big risk on my part, just because I'd never lived with a significant other. You know, at least not that long. You know what I mean? I don't think I ever lived with anybody else like that. It was always with family that I moved in with, you know, so
Yeah.
it was a big change and big difference, but it was worth it.
And would you do it again?
No.
I think we kind of talked about
Well,
that
we've talked
before.
about this though, because I think that if it wasn't for COVID, we would just be getting married now.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
It is kind of hard to say, but for sure.
We clicked and Joe so quick.
Yeah, and my family really like took you in right away.
So we were together how long before I proposed?
A year and a half.
Like almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
And then it was funny when I proposed because you thought I was kidding. Like, no, I'm holding a ring in my hand. Hopefully not gonna drop it in the lake.
I think I was just so caught off guard with everything. You know, I had allergies that day. They were really bad. It was, you know how bad my allergies get, and that was like a seriously bad allergy day.
Yes.
And it just kind of caught me off guard. But it was, I mean, here we are, you know.
Yes, here we are.
Here we are. All right,
next question.
Hold on, give me a second here. Okay. What's one thing that you're passionate about outside of work?
You know, that is an interesting question, and this is God's honest truth. I've thought about that often, about what am I passionate about, and I almost am ashamed to say I don't know what I'm passionate about. I'm like so into so much stuff, and we've talked about this before, and not to sound like a conceited or anything, but most of the times when I apply myself to something, I actually do pretty well. But my issue is actually sticking with things. So like, yeah, I don't know what I'm passionate about. It's a hard question to answer for me, and I don't know if that's part of my my character flaw or.
I don't think it's so much a flaw. I think that some people just don't know themselves. It just.
But isn't that? But that's horrible, isn't it? Because
No.
here I am, 50 years old, middle aged, and I still don't know what's going on. Like, I'm trying to figure life out still at 50.
You know, I can't remember her name for the life of me. The season where in what is it? What's the name of the damn show? I'm having a brain fart right now.
What show?
The one with 7.
Oh, Stranger
Things. You remember that?
You mean 11, not 7.
Oh, yeah. There it goes, 7-Eleven.
You were off by a few numbers there,
Um,
which is now like, how old is she now? She's way more
30.
than yeah. Charlie has kids now.
No, so where I was going with it is, do you remember that song, Running Up That Hill?
Yes, from the 80s or whatever.
Right, that song brought back. She was the what's the name of the original singer? Do you
I
know?
don't remember it, like,
But you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, you know.
She was living her life normally, just retired, just a normal person, not even a millionaire. And look at what happened. The show picked her up in her song, and she was like in the top hit.
It became like very popular.
Very popular. It became like a #1 on the billboards.
Yeah.
And I guess the connection that I'm making is that sometimes we do things at a certain time and we don't see success until later.
I see what you're
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that about a lot of things. So sometimes because sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I don't know what my passion is. But then when I sit down and I think about like things that I have done in the past, I see like a pattern, And it changed with age. Like when I was younger, I loved to play sports. I was in basketball. And then as I got older,
And that doesn't mean you're gonna be the next
no,
Michael Jordan.
but that doesn't mean that you can't have passion for it. Something that you love, something that makes you happy, something that brings you joy. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be like $1 million, idea.
Maybe one of my issues is when I think about it, I'm thinking like there's something that you just have almost like an uncontrollable want, like to do that certain thing. So like taking care of dolphins, you have a passion for, marine life or whatever, and you're a kid, that's what you want to do. You read books about dolphins, you watch YouTube videos about dolphins, you go to dolphin, Comic Cons and, dressed as a dolphin. And it's like, that's passion. Like that's what you want to do. That's what you like. That's your thing. But I feel
But
like,
see, like, not everybody's passion has to be like an extravagant type of thing. It could just be something simple that brings you joy and happiness and clarity and peace of mind.
I guess I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
But I'm constantly questioning what I even have a passion for. It's weird. I know.
It's not weird. I just think you haven't found your
Groove or something.
groove, and that's okay because people find them. Like I said, the singer from Stranger Things. All this time had gone by and passed, and like all of a sudden it became like something. And that's how I feel life is a lot of the times. We do random things, and all of a sudden one day we wake up and we're just like, oh man, that's my passion. This is what I love to do. This is, for me, I have a lot of passions. I find joy and satisfaction in helping animals. I know that sounds like a tree hugger thing, but again, that's my thing. I find passion in feeding people and cooking for people. It's not like something extravagant. It's not going to make me $1 million.
So does passion, is that something that goes away?
I think it changes throughout your age. And as you age and as you mature and as your brain starts to think differently and you start making new friends and new hobbies and all that, it changes throughout your life. And that's not bad. It just means you're growing, You can't always be like into one thing. And some people have a passion and that's their passion until, their last breath.
I suppose. So then what would, like, ask yourself that question now?
I just answered you. My passion is working with animals, right? Working with people, feeding people. I mean, those are all things that I find peace in. When I'm cooking something, and I know this is going to sound like ratatouille or whatever, but when I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking something and it's just something that's coming out of my head, like, oh, I saw this recipe, I'm going to tweak this and I'm going to do this and, play with the flavors and stuff. I find joy in that. I find peace in that. you know, even if it's just a simple thing that I'm making or something complicated, even if I'm up at 4 you've seen me. I'll stay up till 4 in the morning if I have to bake something, you know, and that's passion. That's something that makes me happy, you know, and that's something that brings other people joy. So that makes me happy. It makes me feel fulfilled when I'm doing any one of these things. So, in short, yeah, those are my answers.
All right, next.
Next, let me see. I don't know why my phone keeps locking like this. If you can go back in time and give advice to your 20-year-old self, what would it be?
There's a few. There's actually a few things. 20-year-old me. I don't know how I would even say it. I would probably say, that's hard to say.
You want to think about it? We'll come back to it.
No, I mean, because I'm thinking about my situation, right? And for those out there that don't know, and there's a few that do know, there's been, when I was very young, well, 15 to be exact, I ran away from home and ended up, well, I mean, just to not even sugarcoat it, I guess, was groomed by an older woman, and that I ended up, marrying and staying with for, gosh, very long time. Long story short, I mean, my family situation took a hit, and just it wasn't a good situation, at least for a long time. And I was basically kind of blinded for long time. But anyways, not to get into super detail about that stuff. I mean, like we've mentioned before, that's something we can get into, and it's kind of one of the reasons this was started.
We've kind of already touched on that in past episodes.
Yeah, but I never got into great detail.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, if I were to go back and tell something to my 20-year-old self, it probably has something to do with that situation. Not alienating family. Don't alienate your family. Rethink what you're doing and where you're going with this. And I think it's just the stuff along those lines. That's what I would do.
If I can talk to my 20-year-old self, I would tell myself to run. Get the hell out.
Just run where?
Anywhere.
Okay.
No, because I've always been anchored down. I don't want to say anchored down. Maybe that's not the right word.
No, you're really anchored down.
Yeah. Now I am.
Yeah, you married me, so you're anchored down.
But I mean, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about I always wanted to, and I did. I eventually did leave and explore and, do my own thing. But I would tell myself to just keep moving. At that time, I was, I guess, yeah, I was still doing drugs, kind of. Yeah. And I was not in a happy situation. I was not in a good situation. And I think that if I would have left and just moved, my life would have turned out completely different than what it has. Not that I have a bad life now, but I think that I kind of limited myself because, yeah, I think I was anchored down, to the friendships and to things that I thought were important at the time. And now that I'm in my 40s, it's like, what the hell were you thinking? Why didn't you just get up and go? There was nothing stopping me. I wasn't married to anybody. I didn't have kids. I wasn't married. I could have, you know what I mean? I think that's what I would tell myself, is that it's okay to leave and move and just, live your life.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I told you these were going to get kind of deep.
Next question.
Okay. What's the biggest lesson in failure that you've learned?
I'm sorry. I don't know why I just laughed at that. What? Say that one more time, please.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned from a past failure? I shortened it, but now I had to.
Well, I want to say that my hard-headed self that hasn't learned anything yet, but I don't think that would be completely true.
I don't think so.
I mean, I think I'm a better person now than I was before. I'm not perfect by any means. But I mean, I have better relationships with people, and I'm more at peace with stuff in my life now than I was before. Am I even answering this question?
No,
Why?
but that's okay. Go with it. No? Okay. What have you learned from a past failure? Like, what lessons have you learned?
Well, one of the lessons is just to keep going. What other choice do you have?
Right.
Like, God knows I had a bunch of failures. So,
We're keeping it to one, dear.
but I mean, just generally speaking, I mean, failure is learning, right? So it's like just I just don't give up, I guess. I mean, I just, even though stuff goes to crap, then I just keep going.
Okay.
Is that satisfactory?
Sure. If that's how you feel like answering it, I'm not. There's no right or wrong answers here. So
And I will not judge you harshly.
harshly, the biggest lesson I've learned from a past failure. This is gonna sound so like lame.
No such thing.
When one of my cousins got married in Mexico, me and one of my brothers and his girlfriend at the time decided to go to Mexico, and we went to go visit the pyramids there. And there was a sun pyramid, and then there was a moon pyramid, right? And I was scared to go up the first pyramid just because the steps there are like really small.
I wouldn't even try going up there.
I figured I was there. So
I thought you couldn't climb those.
No. So what happened is
Because wasn't there a viral video of some lady that was like climbing the pyramids?
Well, there's certain pyramids that you can climb that are open to the public, and certain pyramids that you cannot.
Okay.
The ones where we were in Mexico City at that time, you were able to climb.
Okay.
And
that's just asking for a lawsuit.
No, I mean Mexico.
I mean, what if what if like your clumsy self like falls down the pyramid?
Mexico is way different.
Probably throw you in the jungle.
Probably just throw you to the jaguars.
Just leave you there.
No, but anyways, so I kind of forced myself to go up that pyramid, right? And I was freaking out because like I looked down and it was just like, man, how am I gonna get down, you know? So I made it to the top, and it was a beautiful view, and I could see the other pyramid. And we decided that we were going to climb that one too, right? So my brother and his girlfriend went ahead of me because I wanted to look around on the base first and then go up. So there was 3 tiers to go up, but these are like really narrow stairs, so it's like high. And I remember that I was just so tired, and I kept going and going until I couldn't go anymore. And then I just sat there waiting for my brother and his girlfriend to come down, right? So they come down and they're like, dude, you only have like a little bit more to go. You can do it. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I'm like so tired. And, oh, I didn't have my inhaler with me either. So I was scared to go like push myself too hard. I was like, the last thing I need is to pass out and roll back, from the pyramid. And I was like, man, I just can't. So they're like, just go. They were kind of pushing me, and I didn't. And when we got down and we got further away, he's like, look at where you were. And there was literally like 15 more steps for me to get to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I told my brother, I was like, holy crap, like that's a lesson. It's like sometimes when we get to a certain point, we don't think that we have it in us to go, but we don't look past our inability to finish things and to do things. And I was like, wow, I'm never going to get this opportunity again, because after that, they closed the pyramids.
Right.
So, like, the lesson that I learned from there, and I told my brother that day, is like, man, we really limit ourselves to what we think we can and cannot do. So that's probably like the biggest, like, damn, I could have done it and I didn't. And it was like, now I can go back, because I believe they reopened them.
I don't know. I know that one lady tried and they were.
Well, no, like I said, that was in a different part. There's different pyramids. This one is in, not Mexico City. I don't remember the name of the town where we went, but it was like the Sun Pyramid and the Moon Pyramid. But yeah, that was my experience, sir. So that was my failure.
Okay.
Let me see. So, if you could switch lives with someone for one day, who would it be and why?
That'd have to be somebody that's rich. If I could switch is there a specific person, or it could be anyone?
One person, one day, anybody.
Living,
And
breathing,
why?
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. No stipulations, no anything.
That man, I have no idea. Jason Momoa.
That is so lame.
So my wife will pay attention to me.
Are you kidding? You are such a big baby and a big liar.
Hey, stop it. I have no idea who I would want to be. Like I said, okay, here's another question. If I become this person for a day, is the next day, the day after, everything just goes back to normal?
I guess, yeah. That's the way I set up the question. Who would you be and why? It's simple.
No, it's not, because if there's residual whatever left over, I want to be someone rich. If the next day I wake up and I'm still the same slob I am now, what difference does it make?
Because, see, you're thinking small, dude. What I would do is, no, this isn't my answer, but
I would be Michael Jordan so I could be the king of basketball and be rich off of the shoes.
yeah, and then as Michael Jordan,
Yes.
you go to his bank account, you take money from there, and you take it and you bury it somewhere where only you know where it's going to be. And then when you go back to your body, you go and you get the money.
I like the way you think, but we don't know if that's going to see, but you didn't tell me if
There
was
are
gonna
no
remain-
stipulations. There's no nothing. It's just, who would you be for that one day and why?
or I could just be Michael Jordan and then like transfer money into my present bank account. That's like almost zero, I think.
You are so
And-
exaggerated.
What? Yeah, I don't know who I would be, honestly. That question is lame.
No, it's not. No, listen.
No,
You know,
I don't know.
you know-
Who would you be for a day? I want to hear yours. Ursula.
no. There was two. One of them was kind of like, I would put myself in my grandma's position for one day.
Mm.
Just to see, like, her thought process.
Hmm.
and just, I don't know, maybe to understand better.
Okay.
I think that would be the first one.
Mhm.
And then the second one, I was thinking I would be like, what was, I just lost my train of thought. Man, am I getting tired or?
I don't know. Come on, nitty. You're ruining it.
I am. I'm just not on it tonight. Okay, I would be. Who would I be? There's I don't remember her name.
Just describe it, I will tell you.
It's the lady who worked with gorillas.
Sigourney Weaver.
No, she was an actual
Wasn't she
scientist.
she was in some kind of movie, right?
Yeah, but she
With
was. It was a
gorillas?
real story. It was based on somebody's story who actually worked with gorillas, and I always thought that would be like an awesome life.
Absolutely not.
I just forgot her name and I can't think of it. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I know.
She taught gorillas like the sign language, and yeah, that's what I would do. I think that is so like fascinating. No. See, that's why we're different.
Because then the ape would want to eat you.
She lived okay. Let me see. The next question is, what's something you're currently working on improving about yourself?
Everything?
One thing.
Everything.
No.
Looking at life more positively, I guess.
Okay.
Like remaining positive
Remaining positive?
and always in a good mood,
That's unrealistic.
which is impossible.
Right.
Because I live with Gloria Rosario. Okay, now your turn.
My turn. What's something that I'm currently working on to improve myself? My patience.
That's a good one. That's one I
My
would like to
patience.
work on.
That's an ongoing thing for me because there are days where I have so much patience, and then there are days where I want things done 3 days ago.
I think that's a Latino thing.
Yeah, I think it is.
Latinos are very impatient people. They want things done right away.
I want things done 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Where am I? What's the most important value you think parents should instill in their children?
Respect.
Okay.
I would say respect.
Respect?
Yeah, you should respect everyone. And, well, I'm going to make a two-parter. Respect and kindness. So you have to respect people and then also extend kindness.
Yeah, that's good. I think people need to teach their children tolerance
Okay.
and empathy.
Okay. Those are all very good.
Yes. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
Any historical figure?
Yes.
Two people that come to mind right away, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King?
Jr.
That's good. I would want to meet. I have two as well. One of them is Pocahontas.
Okay. From Disney?
No, the real Pocahontas. You know, that was actually a real story, dear.
Something like that.
Something like that. No, it's an actual factual story.
Uh-huh.
I would want to meet her, and I would also want to meet like an artist like Leonardo da Vinci.
Didn't they say Leonardo da Vinci was kind of cuckoo?
Yeah. And I find his art so fascinating. So I think that I would definitely.
Well, it was only an artist. He was like a the designer
and all sorts of stuff.
architect.
Yeah, he seems like a very interesting person.
So basically, you know that they didn't have social media and internet back then because they actually did stuff.
They actually use their minds.
They
Yeah.
actually use their brains.
No, I find him and his artwork and his life just fascinating. What else? Let me see. What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now, and how are you tackling it?
Being more open with my situation, my life, and as it happened, and sharing it with people, and using that to help people, etc.
That's good. My turn?
Yes. I mean, I can elaborate if you
Elaborate a
want.
little bit. Yeah.
So the whole point of this podcast when I started it was, well, if I back up a little bit, I had started the blog, which is now Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. It used to be called Ballad of Joey Flowers, and then it went from that to Resound the Rebel. And the whole point of it was to, share my story and kind of journal my feelings, journal my views, all this stuff, and form a community and help other people going through similar situations. That's why I kind of started this podcast. Earlier episodes, if you listen to, the tone's a little bit different than it is now because I'm not. We've said it before. There's like, yes, I want to help people out and share my story, but I don't think it has to be always serious and always like, because life's serious and a struggle for a lot of people anyway. So, especially in a medium like YouTube or Spotify or the podcast world or whatever, it's kind of an escape, right? You're listening for not only you listen to it or tune in for information, but also, I mean, a little bit of an escape and entertainment.
Right.
So I kind of want to give you a little bit of both. So I kind of decided I'll still share my story and share things that I've learned along the way and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I mean, there's like a bunch of other places you can find the same information and help and stuff. Not saying don't tune in and listen here, but that's basically it.
Okay. Let me think. So the biggest challenge I'm facing right now is stress and organization, which are the two biggest enemies that I've had this past year. How am I dealing with stress? I am relearning how to relax and just kind of take the time to center myself and just not take things so seriously, which is kind of a double-edged sword as we've seen. And then what was my other one? Stress, and the other one was
Wasn't it patience?
patience. Yes, I have no patience lately, so that's what I'm struggling with, and I'm really working hard to kind of be more understanding and reignite, reevaluate, reignite, recenter everything, just kind of trying to find time for myself to where I can just sit and not have to do anything and just kind of not necessarily dwell, but kind of rethink things and kind of make up a mental plan.
Right.
I mean, that's all I can do for now. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
A little slow on the organization, but that's life.
All right. What else?
the last one.
Last but not least,
Yes. If you could create a world where one thing is for free for everyone, what would it be?
housing.
Housing? That's important.
I would say free housing for everyone. So everyone has a place to live. No homelessness. Everyone's got a place to live.
I think mine would be healthcare for everybody.
That was another good one, yeah.
Not just like regular checkups. I mean like real healthcare.
Surgeries, treatments.
And transplants, all that stuff. Yeah.
That is a very good one.
That's important. So that, I guess, kind of brings us to the end. Unless you have anything else. I feel like this episode's kind of like up.
Well, because you ran it, so.
Oh, well, I'm sorry if I bored everybody.
No, the one of you that is still listening, thank you for sticking.
Well, at this point, it might be -1.
No, that's not, no. Oh, that I kind of enjoy doing those because like some of the questions kind of force us to like kind of dig a little bit more. So, like I said before, I mean, sometimes we're just gonna have like off-subject stuff, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, and it was what it was.
Yes, whatever she said.
Yeah, whatever he said, whatever.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for that. We appreciate you listening, and please spread the word to anyone that you come across that likes podcasts and stuff.
Yes.
I beg of you.
Stop it.
I want to make it to 5 listeners.
To 5?
All right, guys. So don't forget to visit the website. It's sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. And don't forget to send us a message. Talk to us. Let us know how we're doing. What you think of Gloria's hair bun.
Really?
Yes. That would be sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And you can also see us on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook.
And basically
And everywhere that podcasts are sold or
available for download and streaming. Come on, dude, get it together.
What? Isn't that how that commercials used to go?
No.
Available wherever, whatever is sold.
But we're not selling anything.
I don't know.
All right, guys. Thanks for dropping by.
At the rate we're going, I mean, is swelling all this equipment.
Stop it.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
So, yeah, if, please spread the word. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great week, great day, great drive to work, great drive to your grandma's house, wherever. All right, see you on the next one.
Bye.